Hey y'all. So it's the night before Halloween, and my nephew wanted us to do a pumpkin. Always a fun time. He's going to his friend's house right now to play for a little while after school, and I took the liberty of going ahead and cleaning out the pumpkin because no kid likes to do that part, right? And thought we would do a little video on roasting pumpkin seeds. I love pumpkin seeds. They're a great snack. You can put them on top of stuff as like a garnish type thing. It's good in salads. So we got a mess of pumpkin seeds and all this goop that nobody likes to touch, right? So in my opinion, there's different ways folks do this. Get them like stuck kind of packed down in there. I got this pretty good. It was a pretty good sized pumpkin. It filled this bowl up. And all you're going to do for step one is pour water over them. Just fill that bowl up. Some people do this a little bit different, but I feel like if you soak them for a little while, for some reason it just makes the pith just separate out easier. So we're going to soak these for 20 minutes or so, and I'll get back with y'all. Alright y'all, we back on it, and I mean really all you do is you just go through and you pick out your seeds at that point. A lot of them just come off. You just kind of pick through. As you can see, they just kind of come out. Pretty easy with all that gook off of them. Now at this point you can take and dry these as well and save seeds to plant. As I mentioned in my garlic video, sometimes they engineer these things to where the seeds won't grow later on. It just kind of depends on where you get your stuff at, what brand it is. As you can see, just that little soak in water, about 15-20 minutes. You know, I've heard of folks like running them underneath the water and a colander and stuff. I've never felt the need to do that. As long as you ain't afraid to get your fingers in it. But you just pick through. That's it. And I've just got me a baking sheet lined with tinfoil here. You can see they just pick right out of this. Very compostable material, by the way. If you do compost, which I do, you know, don't throw this mess away. It'll break down good. Yeah, that's one thing I hate to see people do is they'll get a Halloween pumpkin and cut the top off, pull the guts out, throw everything in just the garbage can, get rid of it. It's like, well, I mean, it's not super expensive, I guess. I mean, this was I believe I spent $4.50 on this pumpkin, but why waste, you know? If I went out and I bought the pumpkin itself, that's $4.50. But if I also went out and bought myself a big bag of pumpkin seeds for a snack, you know, that's however much more. If I went out and bought a secondary bag of pumpkin seeds to plant, packet of seeds, you know, it's kind of throwing money away if you're going to use the stuff, so might as well take the time and use it and clean it. As you can see, there's a little bit left on some of those. It'll roast up. It'll roast off of it. It ain't going to bother you none. We just don't want none of the, like, you know, huge clumpy bits like that. That's what we're trying to avoid. And as you can see, you get a mess of these out of here. I mean, you get an absolute ton of seeds out of one pumpkin. You're probably going to get tired of picking them out before you get before you get done with it. As you can see, it's real easy. Just soak it in water for, you know, I don't even think I let these sit for 15 minutes before I came back in here to do it. And as you can see, they just roll right off there. I like to kind of spread them out as I'm doing that because you want to dry them off before you get to roasting them, because I got another step in between. But I'm going to sit here and pick pumpkin seeds out for a while, and I'll be back with y'all. Alright, as y'all see, I mean, that wasn't even close to all of them, but that about filled up my baking pan. And we're just going to dry these off a little bit. It's just paper towel. Just I'm going to dry them off a little bit to where our seasoning and all that will stick. A lot of them are going to try to stick to the paper towels. Just kind of get it up, shake them off. And I've got my oven preheating to 300 degrees. You roast these at a semi-low temperature. Not like a low, but I'd already done the other side. And so, at this point, you season them. And you can do a lot of stuff with these. So, just the basic recipe would be hit them with a little bit of just neutral oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, what have you, and salt. And that's good. I think what we're going to do today. You guys make sweet ones. You could do it with a cinnamon sugar type thing. I have this, I don't have a whole lot of it left, so I thought it would be a good use, but I have this spicy Asian cooking oil. Has like chili flakes in it and all kinds of stuff. Come on out now. I figure we'll get them chili flakes in there. And it don't take a lot of oil for this at all. I mean, at all. We're looking at a couple of tablespoons maybe for this amount. I don't have my squirty bottle, so I'll just take a little bit of just regular old frying oil. And that's going to be more than enough right there. And don't be afraid to get in there with your hands. Just get them all mixed up in that oil. And it's already got some seasoning to it because of that Asian chili oil. You see there's some chili flakes in it. But just kind of get them all mixed up in there. Make them fall in love. And get them kind of spread back out. Grab your paper towel and get some of the oil off your hands so you don't make the biggest mess in the world in your kitchen. And then I'm just going to hit them with just some Creole seasoning. You can use Cajun, you can use Creole. I just happen to have this big old thing Creole here, so that's what we're going with. And you don't want to be too terrible heavy with it. Get some on there, mix it up. See if you need to hit it again, because that's got the salt in it too, so you don't want to get these too salty. You don't want to be unpleasant. But they'll be a little bit spicy, a little bit smoky. If I have my druthers, I would rather have Cajun to Creole seasoning personally. It's just